What's up, nation? Today let's talk about how to transfer PS4 data to PS5 and custom faceplates. All right, everyone. So today I want to share with everybody an interesting couple articles that I found online as we wait for the PlateStation 5 launch. There's more and more information that we're getting. And in fact, today, a lot of media, news outlets, and reporters actually received their PlateStation 5 console. And what was really interesting is that it was actually in retail packaging. So it does look like, as opposed to when Microsoft sent out their consoles for the Xbox One, for the Series X, whenever they were kind of doing their testing and letting the reviewers get their hands on it, it was kind of more of a pre-release console, and they actually said that the final product may be slightly different. With Sony, on the other hand, we actually saw them ship the official retail console. The only thing that may be changed, obviously, is like we may get firmware updates and stuff like that versus what these reviewers are getting right now. But they have the consoles in hand, they're ready to be played, and then there was a couple pieces of information that came out of them receiving that, such as the ability to actually be able to transfer your PS4 data, games, saves, trophies, and all to the PlateStation 5. So I'm going to outline that process for you as we get closer and closer to November 12th. That way we're prepared and ready to go when we fire up those consoles on launch day. And then they also, on a separate news article that I found, there are also some retailers that are already creating custom faceplates for the PlateStation 5, and I think that's really exciting. I'm really curious to know what you guys think about the removable faceplates. So I wanted to cover that quickly as well, and maybe talk about, maybe which versions of this console faceplate that we're most excited about, because I think Sony can absolutely go ham if they want to here, accessory wise, and selling these like really cool custom faceplates. So I want to cover that in the discussion quickly today as well. Now, before we do jump into all the details, I did just want to quickly invite everybody to join Sunbro Nation today. If you haven't done so already, do so by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you do enjoy the content today, and then make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest content as it comes out and as we get closer and closer to this PlateStation 5 launch. But with that, guys, let's dive into the details. So the first thing we'll cover today is actually how to go ahead and do the PlateStation 4 to PlateStation 5 transfer process. Now, we got this information from the photos that were actually shared off the retail packaging boxes that Sony sent out for these review units. So on the very bottom of the packaging, it actually outlines the different ways that you can go ahead and complete this transfer. And it's nice because they're giving us multiple avenues to do this, not just one. So there's some different options that you'll have based off of if you're like me, I actually have a data cap on my internet. So like, I'm glad that Sony's giving us some options where it's not all just internet traffic driven, because if you're transferring 600 plus gigabytes or more worth of games, that's obviously going to put a huge dent if you are in a situation like me where your home internet actually has a data cap on it. So I'm personally not a fan of that, but because of that, they're giving us at least options for everybody. So these are the three different options that you'll have to go ahead and be able to transfer over all your information from the PS4 to the PS5. So the first one is that you'll be able to connect your console to the same network, so it will use your Wi-Fi to go ahead and transfer all of that information, but you have to have your PlayStation 4 connected and your PlayStation 5 connected to your same home wireless router, and then that will be able to transfer the files there wirelessly, which will require the internet connection, obviously. Then you also have the option to sign into PlayStation Network, and that will go ahead and import all of your trophy and your save data and your game history, all of that information, purchases and all. That sounds like it'll be an easy, smooth process, and then you'll be able to go ahead and re-download the games as you want through the PlayStation Network store. Now, they didn't outline if you need to be a Plus subscriber, but I'm just going to assume that you do, especially for stuff like cloud saves. I don't think that that's even something that non-PSN Plus members can access, so probably you're going to need to be a Plus member to do the PSN data transfer option. And then the last option that they give us, which I'm personally excited for, is that we can go ahead and plug in a external hard drive to the PlayStation 4, complete a backup on that, and then you turn around and plug that same external hard drive into the PlayStation 5 and complete the restore that way. So you have all three of those different options. I'll probably do the hard drive one just simply because it won't impact my data cap near as much, and then it's also probably going to be hopefully a little bit faster than what a download would be as far as all of re-downloading all those games, because I'm sure you guys can totally understand that games are huge these days, so it takes quite a bit of time to move around that amount of information when you're coming from one console to another. So it is nice to see that Sony included this on the bottom of the packaging. It's going to be real straightforward and easy. So let me know in the comments down below how you guys plan on transferring your data from the PS4 to the PS5. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is actually something really interesting, and I'm really personally excited for. I'm sure if you guys have seen the PlayStation 5 teardown video, you may have noticed just how easy it was to remove those side panels, and that they were just clipped in. It wasn't even something where you had to unscrew any of the pieces of the console at all. So I'm sure accessory manufacturers saw that and wanted to hop on it, and then I'm sure that fans got excited, you know, figuring that we're probably going to see special edition faceplates come out with, you know, bigger AAA games as they get released for the PlayStation 5. I'm personally really pumped about it. I hope we get a bunch of cool custom ones as these new games come out. But what's funny is that there's already a website by the name of PlateStation5.com, and that they're actually selling these or pre-ordering, rather, allowing pre-orders for these custom plates. So really all they need, you know, the retailers, all they need at this point to go ahead and create this accessory themselves is just the size of the hooks, and they can obviously make it pretty easily. And there's already some different color schemes and some different styles that, you know, they have mock-ups of what it'll look like on the console, and they do look really cool. But I'm more personally excited not just to change the color of the console. If I do something like this, I think I'll want more of a special edition for one of the games that I'm playing. So I really hope we do start to see this bundled in with like the premium package, you know, collector's editions of games. Now this website is selling them for $40 each, which is obviously a steep price, but when you consider, you know, that versus the only other option we've had in the past to skin our consoles is to actually do a, you know, a layover skin, which I personally was never really a fan of. They're hard to line up correctly. They're hard to get on and off. Like if you ever want to go back to how the console looked before, it's next to impossible to do that. So I do appreciate Sony going ahead and making those faceplates removable, and I think that a lot of gamers will take, you know, pride and pleasure from seeing their console refreshed every now and then. You get so used to looking at the same box that whenever you change the skin on it after so long, it pops a little bit more and sticks out to you. So I'm excited that we're going to have that option. I would love to know what you know, faceplates you guys are most excited for, or what you'd want to see the most come to the PlayStation 5. And then also let me know if you think that Sony's going to do this themselves, or if this is just a retailer thing, because that's actually something that's not confirmed at this point. Sony has not said that they're going to you know, support official faceplates, but I just think it makes a lot of business sense for them to do that, because that's more revenue for them for, you know, creating relatively cheap pieces of plastic that gamers are still going to get super excited about whenever they have their favorite game logo on there. So I do think we'll see Sony do this, but they haven't obviously said that they will. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the PlayStation, the side plate replacements, and if you plan on picking any up. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you guys sticking around till the end. I did just want to, at this point in the video, ask you guys a question. Leave me a comment. Let me know, what are you most excited for as far as the PS5 custom faceplates that we might see? I mean, personally, I think the God of War Ragnarok, they could put out something incredible for that. I'll be really curious to see if we ever get some more Elden Ring information one day, that maybe they'll do something custom for that. But I do think that this could be a really cool, you know, like a collector's item, obviously, with these higher end, higher dollar collector edition of games, that maybe they come with these custom faceplates. So let me know what your guys' opinions are on that, and which faceplates you're most excited for. And then also bonus, just tell me what you think about the transfer process from the PS4 to PS5, and what your plan is going to be for transferring over your data whenever the console comes out. And then I did just want to quickly invite everybody one more time to join Sunbro Nation. If you haven't done so already, do so by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed the content today, and then make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest console and gaming news as we walk closer and closer to this PlayStation 5 launch. With that, guys, it's going to do it for me. Sunbro Nation, out.